Hello, hello.
Hey, girl. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm absolutely popping and hot. We got pictures on the screen and our faces, so let's go.
I love it when that happens. Hey,
Here's sunflower, girl. Look at
I
those
love,
petals for fingers.
I love sunflowers. I did a meditation last weekend on Jennifer Rose's Sunday service. And Spirit was really having me focus on the lotus flower and, the crown and how it has all the beautiful petals and how we're connecting to the higher self and how the energy just flows from that crown up to your divine conscious, Christ conscious energy. And so when you said that, that's what immediately pops into my thoughts. Like, ooh, the lotus flower, like, let's open all those blessings to Spirit, like that's so cool. I love you, Kelly. You always know what to say, girl.
Love you too. Yeah, like the lotus and the sunflower, like catching the light, catching the illumination.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, it's really, we have to open ourselves up to receive,
Right.
um, energetically and
Mm-hmm.
spiritually, and that's what we're doing with this event that we want to let everybody know about, on the 15th. So that is this Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that would be that's 8 p.m. UK time, right, Debbie?
Oh, it is. It's actually, yeah. So it's 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 Central, and what is it, 3 Eastern, and 8 p.m. UK time. So, girl, don't have me going to some Australia time because we'd be in trouble.
And then we're going to every single time zone we'll list it off. So that's 2 p.m. Central time. It's true.
2 p.m. Central, 3 Eastern, and 8 UK.
Do you know Alaskan and Hawaiian time off the top?
No, girl, I don't, girl.
I'm clicking things. I'm so sorry.
Oh, but
Here we
they're
go.
pretty. Those are some pretty group of people right there, though, girl. I know those people.
That was another one I did. All of a sudden, oh my gosh, there we go. I couldn't figure out how that got on the screen. Isn't that hilarious? I love it. Hello, Arlene. Hello, everybody. I love
Hi,
when I click
Arlene.
things. I love when I click things.
But you know what? There's no accident. It's just letting people know, like, hey, I see. Look at Becca's like 3 a.m. in the UK. Becca, God bless your spirit that you're up. And I'm assuming you're on Derek Akora's page watching. So thank you, love, for holding space and being here. We're going to do some card readings while you are in here, Becca. I do see you. I see you, Tracy Hilton. I see you, Diwana. I see you guys all up in here. 3 a.m. Shout out to the UK. Up at 3 a.m. in the morning. That's what's up.
That is what's
So
up. Wow.
I know.
That's up late. Thank you for
Right.
coming in. I'm glad we can be of service. Yeah, we're going to be doing some readings in just a second to give some love. We're just letting everybody know. So on the 15th at 8 p.m. UK, 12 p.m. Pacific, that's this Saturday. We are doing a Father's Day demonstration. It is donation based. We are connecting to fathers in spirit, other family members in spirit, but to honor dads, those like fathers, grandfathers, uncles, the masculine energy in spirit and how it is impressed upon us, healing messages and remembrance of. So, Debbie, is there anything that you want to say about that before we go into readings?
I think, Father's Day for us, and I know for the UK, they celebrate in different times. And so our Father's Day is actually this Sunday, but you're a medium psychic, numerologist, so you're going to also flow with psychic readings. So it's not necessarily if you are in here and you don't want a message because you don't have a loved one or a father on the other side, we can still tap in through your energy, whether it's your past, the present, all of that's, present energy that we're wanting to tap into. Kelly and I will hold space for that as well. And it's donations. So there's no pressure on how you donate. It's really about just honoring the energy and saying, you know what, I want to go work with these girls in Zoom. And I think to pause for all the men and those who play the role of a father. My mother was a single mother and she did both both roles. You know, she's got that rough and tough, rugged energy, and she's got that like I will stand up for my daughter. Don't mess with my girl. You know, she's got that vibe. And so shout out to the women who are the mothers, and shout out to the fathers who are doing their thing. And my grandfather was there for me as my father. And so, you know, and I have a father as well, but my grandfather was the man. Like no one can replace, you know, that love that you start to ignite from that love of that gentleman that's going to hold you and nourish you and protect you, because that's what ultimately our parents do for us, right? They protect us and love us. And so we're going to have our dam, and we're going to hook it up on Saturday at 12 o'clock. It's via Zoom, so everyone is welcome, and I'm just excited to hold some space. Like, it's going to be fun, right, girl?
That's right. I'm ready, and it's coming up in 2 days.
I know. This weekend, like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm just going to be like chilling. I work Saturday at the gym, and here I will, we work here, and then I'll be at the gym. And then Sunday, I'm just going to chill. I might go with some girlfriends or family, but I'm just going to chill and kick it, you know? So we'll see how the energy plays itself out. But it's going to be one of those days, like, girl, feet in the sand, kicking back and just chilling. That's for sure. So let's see who's here, because I saw some more people popping in. Make sure you say hello. I know that this is streaming on different areas and different pages. And so for those that are popping in, let us know where you are. Give us a hello and say what's up, so that we can honor you guys as well for taking time. And we're going to put some cards too.
It's dinner time for a lot of people. And then it's late in UK, so a lot of people are in and out. But for everyone
Right.
who is coming in, thank you. Saturday is going to be focused on spirit connections and honoring fathers. Right now, we are going to just be taking whatever kind of reading really inspires us, whether it's cards, mediumship, psychic. So whatever comes to us. If you have a question, please pop it down. Whenever we might be ready right now. We're gonna open up this.
I'm ready. I see Becca in here, and Becca was like saying, you know, same, although my daughter has a relationship with her father, I've always been compensated where he lacked. And, you know, my mom, who was just a strong single woman who just did it, you know, and it's so much power and love to you, Becca. So much love and power to you. I know that that's not easy. And I think different situations of, you know, when we're in those moments of just like rebuilding and strengthening ourselves to hold that power, to hold that forward, like, much love to you, girl. So we're here to give some readings. We're going to do some cards and to see where spirit is, you know, where we're led by spirit. So for those that are in here, again, can you do another shout out? Let us know where you are. And if you're open for a read, that way we can hold space for you.
Tracy says, hi, anything for me, please, thank you. So would you like to start?
Yeah, so I'll go to Tracy Hilton. Hi, Tracy, love. Thank you so much for being here. I do feel, as we're speaking of fathers today, there is a gentleman that steps forward. I feel like clearing my throat. So if you saw me clearing my throat earlier, I was talking. I feel like he was someone that would constantly or clear his throat. And I feel like, you know, if he was trying to get whether there was that phlegm or just that chest, or like I feel that congestion, wiping my nose, I would have had a special handkerchief in my pocket. And I feel like also too, as I speak of him, I also feel grandmother in spirit. And this woman also makes me feel like she would have been a woman that would have kept this handkerchief, or would have, oh, your father, God bless you. And I know that this woman is also being acknowledged, who would have shows me like the embroidering of the name. And I feel like if I'm looking at this hanky, I can see that this is something mom would have saved or would have held on to as well. Because I feel like as I connect to this, it's in a brown dresser, it's in the top drawer, it's on the left side. I feel like you have her belongings next to the socks. And I feel like she's just showing me her things put away nice and protected. I feel like you have things wrapped around with this handkerchief or something very white. So the evidence that she's bringing forward is beautiful. And I know that like also this woman is bringing forward a sunflower, as we talked about flowers as well. You know, Callie, we're popping in here and you're like, ooh, flowers. And I'm like, yeah, girl, lotus flowers. Like, who doesn't want a lotus flower? The Egyptian love, you know, like, let's go. And so as I feel into this essence, Tracy, I feel like, you know, sunflowers, that elegance, that power. And dad, I love. And then so I know it's late where you are, my love, and so I want to stay with you in this read. And I just feel like January and February were very significant times, birthday celebrations. I want to give you the number 2, and the number 13 came through very quickly. I also see a dog. My mom loved flowers. Oh, wow. So my mom did too. I know that also too, as I speak to both of them here, I know that father would get up. He was someone that didn't want the help, because I feel like I'm getting up, I'm putting my shoes on, I'm getting dressed, and I feel like I'm someone who was always on the go. I feel like at some point he couldn't drive on his own, because they make me feel like either trouble seeing or the dark is a sense that I get with his energy. And I know November is also a very significant time. I feel like these are times where things may have changed or shifted in some way, is the feeling that he gives me. But I feel like also too, healing energy is coming to you in this time also during that period, if you would understand this. I know that Thanksgiving holidays, my mom's birthday, January, dad's yesterday, and yesterday,
Oh, wow,
23.
yeah.
Wow, 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 wow. Or that's what's up. Hey, that, wow, wow, wow. Yeah. And so I definitely get the sense that they're coming in just to give you some upliftment, but healing was coming in from the 13th. So you understand the 13th, and you understand January, and dad's okay. Thank you. So he's definitely stepping forward. He is your protector, as we talked about fathers being our protector. I feel like he was someone that would fix the sink. And I say this because you might have a leak in your sink, and I feel like, or a drip of water leaking, and he's just like, if I was there, I would fix this. And so it's like, let's get somebody to help you with that. I understand, Tracy. I understood you meant the 13th. And so I get the sense that, he is this person who would get in there and who would correct things. And again, this dog is coming in because it's catching my attention. Very friendly, very loving, uplifting dog. I feel like the colors are brown and white and black, and I could feel into the essence of this dog as well. And I just feel like he's also someone that you would have loved and would have given attention to, as well as the sense that this doggy gives me. And I feel like if you were to have him on your lap, if you're on the bed and you're relaxing, I see some type of like maroon bedding. And I feel like as I see this, it's a really nice white lamp. And I feel like the dog is like, okay, mom, put the lights out, go to sleep. So I'm assuming that you're the 3 a.m. as well. And spirit is telling you, let's go back to bed. So that's what I kind of get with that, because spirit is coming.
Usually someone's up late, yeah, a family member will be like, get yourself, go back to bed.
Yeah. So girl, dog is giving you upliftment, and I feel like this dog also wakes you up. So not only is this dog like a dog that's telling you to sleep, is concerned, they're not, and I'm not a doctor, not diagnosing, but definitely get the sense of like tummy issues. And, when the stomach is getting a little bit like sensitive, I feel like energetically, this dog is just giving you comfort, like just helping you, because it's like you're so in tune to everything. And it's not just the flowers that your mom loved, it's the earth, collective energy. And I feel like you're just this huge angelic being for spirit world. And I feel like your visions that you get when you're asleep awakens you. And so mom just said, leaves a flower, a token of her love. I get a rose now, a red rose, and a pink flower for a child, a daughter, a girl is the sense I get. I feel like daughter or granddaughter is the feeling that I get here. And they're just saying, love to you. I lost my dog and my husband. I feel them all around me. God bless you. Yeah, I could sense that, sweet, sweet soul. I'm so sorry. And so if this gentleman that's the fixer, right, I have to give that rose or that flower to this young child, because that is what was given to me to give to you. And so baby steps with your journey, and just know that they love you so very much. They show me a necklace with a heart. So I know that this is a symbolic symbol to you, and I put it in your right hand. So it's like from my hand to yours, I leave you love. And I thank you so kindly for just being here today. Thank you, Tracy. And Courtney, thank you for giving her love as well. And so I'm going to pass it to my girl to see if she wants to pull a card for somebody to see where you're guided to.
Sure. I want to go really quick back to oh my gosh, Tracy, that's her name. Tracy. All of a sudden, I felt like I was with her dad, so I was somewhere else, and all of a sudden, I had to go back to this reality for a second. So I feel like I am as Debbie was bringing forth mom, I felt like I really got close to dad with how he was coming in. So if you can understand this, Tracy, I feel like dad is a very hard worker, and I feel like dad's always on top of things around the house. So dad likes things neat and orderly. Dad likes to fix things. He's very capable. If you can understand this, Tracy, let me know. And this is a really like a guy's guy, a man's man. He would have liked his cars. He would have liked, again, fixing up on things in the house. And I feel like I'm just naturally mechanical. And I feel like him and mom are together until he passes. So you can understand this too. And I feel like this would have been for dad. I feel like there's a health situation regarding the passing where he it's almost like he gets dizzy or something takes him, so he falls down. He's falling down right before passing, or it's connected to passing. Oh, I'm getting husband rather than dad. Okay, girl, set me straight. I just know I'm getting a husband.
Girl, every time you were touching the link too, I was like taking it down, and you're putting it up. I'm taking it down. So they're coming. So I'm gonna take it as they both come in together, Kelly. So that's why.
All right. I wondered about that too. I was like, oh, husband, but it felt like, can you, so you said you relate to this more so for your husband than your dad, the things that I'm saying. Can you understand that, because I'm looking at this room connected to like a couple. So this might be you and husband. Can you understand that there's like wooden furniture, that there's a big wooden mirror, like there's a big wooden frame around the mirror in the bedroom, and like a very sturdy, kind of like medium finished dresser up against the wall in the bedroom. And so like the bed is facing the dresser. Can you understand? You said, yes, sorry. What did you say? Yes, he did fall on the road and he was very young. Okay. All right. So this is connected to husband. Okay. And so can you understand the bedroom connection too? Can you understand the bedroom connection? And I feel like there is a window right when you walk into the bedroom, and it's to the left of the bed. If you can understand this too, you can understand this too. Okay. So this is you and husband. Thank you very much. And I feel like this was a man who's just very like dependable man's man. And sometimes he would get like tense, because it's like he had things he wanted to do, like responsibilities. He wanted to be on it. He wanted to be, on top of everything. And this is like a message that he passes on to you. He's saying like, everything comes in time. And sometimes I rushed things. And he's basically saying, don't you rush things, but make sure you know what you want and find your own time and find it in your own way. Okay. There is a node, a mention that I want to get from dad though. So I do feel like I want to touch on dad for a moment. And I feel like I see a crown, and I don't know if he's wearing it or if he's placing it onto you, but I feel like either I looked up to dad or you're like dad's little princess, if you can understand that. So there's the acknowledgement of that. And I also feel like, oh, I just had it and it just flew out of my brain. What is he saying? He just told me something, and funny enough how that happens. Yes, that's right. So he wants to acknowledge, can you understand this, Tracy, that you look like both mom and dad. You have features of both mom and dad. I feel like you have a dad's jawline, and you have some of dad's features in the face, but you have mom's eyes, if you can understand that. You have mom's eyes. Okay. And he just wants to say, like, you're with me. You are of me. You are of me. You are of us. You are so loved. And Debbie mentioned a dog, and he's hugging you, and he's hugging a dog, and he just wants to let you know that you're never alone. And this is also what comes in from husband. And husband is showing me a gold ring, so there's a commitment, and he's saying, I'm committed to you even in the spirit world. And I feel like there hasn't been a moment yet to consider anything beyond husband as far as dating and moving on. And he's saying, all in good time. I'm here for you in whatever way that you need. I'm here for you in whatever way that you need. And he just wants you to let you know it's according to your time, because this is your life. Even though he's going to support you in everything that you do, it's your life and he's supporting you. Okay, so he approves and he supports, and anything that you're thinking of regarding relationship in the future, he approves and supports, but all in good time, and he supports you. It's just, there's a roundabout message in that. Okay. No, he was the one. Yes, exactly. So there's the commitment of the ring, and he's like, I support you with whatever you do, all in good time, all in good time. Okay. So there's commitment, there's deep love, and there's deep support. And the spirit world sees, and you are experiencing, and it is all in sync. It is all in sync. Okay. He just wants to let you know. Anything else, Debbie, that you want to say?
Girl, that was beautiful. I don't need to add anything to that. Like, oh my God, you were rocking it. A lot of love to you, sweetheart. 3 a.m. UK time. I can see why Spirit woke you up to be here with us, because I thought the dog waking you up, but now the dog was also like putting you to rest. So I send you so much love. And again, anyone here can join our demonstration on Saturday, which is donation based if you want to join us. We were married 17 years. I lost him when he was 47. Thank you so much. And you were really someone that he really admired. And I know that you say he was the one. And he makes me feel like his cologne is the way that you can smell him. I feel like when you were in the kitchen and you took a glimpse to the side, and his essence of his presence was also there. I know every now and then you have that deja vu moment, and he just wants to validate that that's him. Sometimes your TV goes into like a snow as well. And so I know that the TV also has its moments. And he kind of laughs because I feel like the TV channel is like, I don't know if I'm changing the TV on its own, but I feel like the channel is changing on its own, which is interesting. So there's a lot of activity in the physical sense in the home, Tracy. And this is his way of trying to catch your attention. The front light needs to be changed because I see it going off and on as well on the porch. And he's sorry, you're trying to get someone to do that for you. And I know like the number 45 is also very significant as well. I just feel the presence coming in. I'm being shown like the lungs and the energy of what he was working through. So I feel like whatever he had was affecting his lungs and his chest area. And I feel like this is also now in reference to Dad too. So they both come in so close and so strong. He says that, in your mind, there's this floral couch that they sit on. And I look down and I'm actually seeing the cards with roses. And this is kind of what the couch looks like. I was seeing you both. Lovely seeing you both before I go to sleep. Oh, it's Tina. Hi, Tina. So I just want to leave you with their love, sweetheart, because clearly we will go on and on. So much love to you. Boss,
Yeah.
Kelly, Brickel, and everybody. Leo's giving you lots of love too.
Husband gives her a kiss. Can't forget that. So.
Aw.
I know, right?
Yeah. What did she say?
Right?
Yes.
That's awesome, Debbie. That's awesome, Debbie.
I was like, what do you mean the TV is changing? But I said it, and this is honoring what was coming in. So God bless you, girl. Like he came in a beautiful way. There's no accident that this is taking place. So, Ms. Brickel, do you see message for me, please? Kiki, I'm assuming it's Kiki, Becca, Tracy, Karen. So let's see where you are guided to go next.
Okay. So I'm going to go to, I see names, but I'm seeing who asked for a reading. So I was just going to say, Becca, I don't know if you asked for something, then you just put it down. So yeah, it has to be Becca. All right. So Becca, all right. If you have a question, pop it down. We'll do a general reading. If not, we're just going to tune into your energy. Okay. I'm just going to open up the space and just kind of see what okay. So What I'm getting is all of a sudden I'm taken to your hair. I know that sounds funny, but it's showing me that your energy is like moving things around and getting things just right because you're aware of that, like your environment or what you're doing. So this is like just going into how you feel. So sometimes it's about what's in your body, and sometimes it's about what's around you, how it's making your body feel. But I feel like I'm adjusting, I'm moving things, and so it's like showing me flicking my hair and rearranging things. So it's just not in a message that it is time to reorganize, and it's time to really get in touch and be aware of what does not serve you. So that is what's coming up. And so I have all these bracelets like on me, and it helps my energy, and they're flashing me like bracelets for you too. And they're highlighting that there's things within your jewelry box, things within like your bedroom and around the house that you haven't worn in a long time. So the mixture of the hair and the mixture of the bracelets, it's reminding me to tell you, the spirit world and your energy is reminding you to tell you of being in your feminine essence, being in your feminine power. They make me feel like I want to even paint my nails. So I don't know if that's something you like to do, but they're saying take care of yourself, self-care. It's time to move things around. It's time to reorganize. I'm gonna give this over to Debbie, and then I'll pop back and say, I like popping it back and forth. So you say something and then come back
Yeah.
to me when you're.
Okay, so I feel like all the daddies are here. Hey to the dads in spirit, or all the papas, all the daddies. That's what's up.
Happy Daddy's Day. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Daddy's Day. Happy Father's Day. You know, I know it's different. I love what
Becca,
you were
if
saying.
you can understand this, let us know.
She
Okay,
just say, she goes, yes. Oh, sorry, Kelly. Yes,
okay.
very rare. I wear my jewelry, not really a girly kind of woman. Girl, I know, I feel you, I hear you. So I wear my hematite and my pearl bracelet, and that's like helps me with my grounding. And I got my amethyst, you know, it's with the crown, it's with the mind, it helps with that energy. And then it matches my mom's necklace. So, you know, I'm all amethyst out, you know, so that's how I roll. But yeah, so this is my mom's. So,
I've been seeing you wear that. I didn't know it was your mom's. That's so cool.
yeah.
So cool.
So I actually the chain that I had, my grandson broke it, so I need to get it repaired. It's like a super thick rope. But what I get for you, honey, is like obviously a gentleman steps forward. I want to acknowledge family, either a friend or a brother. Like I feel like I have to acknowledge a young man. I feel like this gentleman makes me feel like kids, like fast and furious on a skateboard, flickering the hair back. I feel very adventurous with this young man. And the sense that I get, it's just like this feeling that this young person gives me is first gentleman acknowledges this child or this person, brother, friend. It's almost like, yes, your best friend. Thank you. And I feel like when their energy comes in, I feel him just like he just goes, girl. Like he just goes. He doesn't have that thought. And like I should, you know, it's like this amethyst. Like it calms me or relaxes. But you know, maybe I shouldn't drink coffee at 7. So I feel like that's the kind of energy that he has, right? Like I'm got my Red Bull, my rock star, my, you know, I got that vibe of like I gotta keep going. You know, it's like if the life of the party or the energy of like rock band music, drums, and just like so I love his vibe. Like I feel like he comes in to like bring in the energy up in your home, girl. And I feel like you either have a kitty cat or a little animal. I feel kitty cat that just sees him. So I feel like this kitty cat, it's almost like they get so close to mess with your cat. Like, I know you see me, cat. So I feel like I'm all up in the screen because that's how his spirit base should just come in and just like, right? And so Debbie, I love you. Courtney, I love you. You too. Do you understand this, beautiful Becca? I want to first validate because I know I could just be talking and talking. So let's validate, you know, what I'm getting because he is super dope. Like I love his personality. There's this feeling of not being able to say goodbye, taken for too young. His anniversary this week, but could it be my cousin with the music side? Okay, let's unfold it. I felt friend, brother. So that was, I'm going to stay with that. And then we'll allow the energy to unfold. They're making me feel that they battle emotions. And so there was this person definitely had some energy where they're battling their emotions is the sense that I get as well. And so there was this thought of like the mind, trying to balance the mind and the emotions is the feeling that I get. And as I take a breath into that, it's like I'm thinking of my life. I'm pausing, thinking of my family. If you would say this, big hugs. Thank you, Sharon, for sending big hugs to her. And so getting ready to coffee in bed at 9:30. Yeah, coffee there. Yeah.
I would destroy me. I don't know how you do it.
I have cafecito. See the concha, cafe. Present politic is on life. Okay, let's work with him because I feel I'm going to have both now. Okay, so I definitely felt the second person battled their emotions, and so we're going to go with Paul. And I'm going to sit first with all three because I felt Father brought them forward. I brought friend next, and then we'll work with your cousin Paul. So three of the beautiful men in your life, they come in very loving, and that's why I was like, we're going to honor the dads, the daddies, the men, right? And I feel like they're like your, for me, like I have football player kids and they're like all like in stands of like, defense and they got your back and they're like moving. They are such your protectors. The number 33 is very significant with one of them. I don't know if this is a football number, but I feel like this is something either he wore, it was something in reference to either Paul here is the sense I get. And I get the sense it's like they are pushing you. It's like they protect you, but they're pushing you like they got your back. I feel like with work, if you need to get yourself with work here, typing, thinking, focus, like they're with you. Have you ever seen the movie The City of Angels, Kelly?
No, I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
The vision I get right now, or the thought and my impression is Paul was like my brother who lived with us and was 33. Thank you. And I feel like he makes me feel it's like he overlooks you, like overlooks your shoulder. And I feel like he gives you that upliftment of energy. Because I feel like you pause when you go into a daydream, Becca, like if you're at work and you look to the side and you often get very sad if it's birthdays or celebrations and you feel into the energies of them being missed. But he comes in to push you right back up, if you would understand this as well. And I feel like when his essence comes closer, yes, he was 6 feet. Ooh, girl, that's tall. I'm a 5 foot girl. And I feel him definitely, really up there. And as I feel into his essence, he just gives you that extra upliftment. So like the movie of City of Angels, you want to look into that because it was always over your shoulder. Yeah, I could feel that. I have a friend like that. I could feel those impressions. And it's really cool when you could feel the tower of energy of them overstanding behind you. So it's very supportive is the feeling that I get, Becca. And so when you're thinking of him, the energy comes in very close. And I feel like I want to give you now the number 13. I also want to give you the number 2 and the number 4. I feel like the month of November and October are very also supportive. And so, hey, Casey, love, thank you for being here. And I just feel like you have ambitions and goals and you don't tell people, like if you want to travel the world or you want to get out on adventures in the mountains and hike and see waterfalls. And like, I just recently did that. And I feel like your mind just says like, I want to ground this energy, take it out there. And, I love what they say. Casey says, hey, party. I feel like when that comes in, I feel like I'm at a pool, like rocks and in the water and like everyone having a good time. And I know like cousins and friends and family come together and they're horsing around in the pool. And this is a memory that he takes me to. And so I feel that as well. So my daughter's birthday is November and Paul passed in October. I'm so sorry. And I just feel like I'm at a pool party. The kids are playing and I feel like, margaritas are being served or drinks or like just like family fun, smoothies, things like this. And I feel like it's in such an open yard as well. I feel like it's an open yard, backyard. And so it almost reminds me of like Sedona or like the Arizona areas, like that extra, like, rocks and desert. But like, I don't know why he's showing me this, like, cause I'm pretty sure you're out in the UK. So, this is what I get for you. And he's, very interesting. 100% everyone gathers at my mom's house. Perfect. So this is them acknowledging the fun and the gathering. But I also feel there's an acknowledgement of an engagement. So there's an acknowledgement of celebration of a ring or acknowledgement in really big gardens. Yeah. And he's showing me like I have to acknowledge that as well. So all of them, they say, you see, we do exist. You see how we're all here? Sometimes you doubt or you're not believing, and so they're leaving you a token of flowers, and I feel like pennies, I feel like symbolic butterflies, and notes and letters and things like this. Everyone still goes to my mom. And so the way I sense this, my love, is that they're giving you this upliftment to remind you that you're not alone, and as also a reminder that they're giving you the signs. So my sister got engaged recently. Congratulations. So I feel like they're very much aware of it. I do hear the name Sonia, Ed, and I also feel like, I don't know why I was going to say Walter, but Walter was being acknowledged. And I almost want to go to Samantha. I want to go to a Renee, and I want to go obviously to Paul. So you have a lot of different people just popping in, hey, because they can. Yeah. So I love that. I'm going to leave you with the love. God bless. And thank you for just letting us hold space for you guys, just for this brief moment. We're going to take this live to Instagram now. So we're going to pop over to IG on Transcend with Debbie. So if you guys want to join us on Instagram, we're going to be on Transcend with Debbie to do some more readings. So if you're on Instagram, follow me on Transcend with Debbie. You guys have a beautiful rest of your night. Oh, Kelly wants to add. I'm ready to hang up. Kelly's like, no, girl, Spirit's here. Go ahead, Kelly. Go ahead. I was honoring our time spot there, girl.
We'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it up. Yes. But I'll just say it really quickly for Becca. Yes, just like a lot of love from the spirit world. And I feel like, from friend, I believe, it's connected directly to him or connected to the time that you had together. I see like, biking, and he was very he was a character, lots of fun. And he just wants to give you like that enthusiasm, that vigor for life kind of feeling, like, take a risk, go for it, take a risk. And then with your cousin Paul, as Debbie was tapping into, and he said, yes, always. And so he wants to encourage that within you, because he's like, so I'm going to go to your friend for 2 seconds. He's just like kind of egging you on in a very positive way. And he's like, let's go, let's go. He's like, live life, live life. And he wants to lift you up and remind you of how fun it can be. So think of him like laughing. And when you see him in your mind, know that's him coming to you, trying to cheerlead you and amp you up. And then with Paul, this is like a gentleman that I feel is a very emotional man. And so we acknowledge some of his personality and who he was prior, but it really came into my awareness of that, if you can understand this, that he was like angry and sad a lot. So this was somebody who really wasn't sure how to process everything. And so he was very restless. I believe he's gone longer, that I had Denny. Okay, is that your son? I'm guessing is Denny your son? So, and Paul is just kind of acknowledging, like, honestly, there's like a lot of thanks, because you mentioned, so I'm honoring the things that you've mentioned and the things that are coming through. So there's a lot of thanks from Paul because of how everyone did gather at home, at the family. And there was a lot of love and inclusion, and people really did look out for him with how they could. Everyone goes through things, and sometimes we shy away, or we sometimes feel like no one can understand us. And at times, Paul actually felt like no one could understand him, and he shied away, but he wants to acknowledge and say thank you for the people who were looking out for me, because people were looking out for him. If you can understand this, people were trying. Oh, Denny. Okay. See, I didn't understand who Denny was. Thank you for clarifying, because I'm with Paul right now. So thank you for clarifying that. So it just helps me understand. With Paul, so that he wants to acknowledge that people did try. And there was a lot of love within the family. He wants to just say thank you for making him feel accepted at times, because he had an odd sense of humor sometimes. He had a darker sense of humor sometimes, if you can understand this about Paul. Okay. And so there's an acknowledgement from your friend, and there's acknowledgement from Paul of saying like you're a sensitive person and like what you do matters. And with both gentlemen, you really did change their lives for the better. And so Denny wants to promote you getting out there and taking risks, and Paul wants to honor you and know how that you can be perceptive and sensitive to people. And he's like really highlighting like within your job, continue to lean into areas where you can help people and work with people. So this could be like human resources or helping to train people or mentor people within your jobs. But he's saying like you have an eye for helping people. Don't be afraid to go into leadership positions where you're looking after people. So hopefully you can take that, Becca. And even though he was like a brother, both of them lived at my mom's house. And yeah, Paul was saying he did feel the love. He did feel the love. And he wants to thank you about that. And then I don't know if she's still in the house really quick, so I'm just getting what's in my brain out. So thank you, Debbie, for being patient with me before we go.
Oh,
Where was
it's
she?
okay. Some
Was
people
there
left, so you may
Tracy?
have some of the.
So I'm just going to say it out for Tracy too, because they were telling me to remind myself to, because I forgot to say it when Tracy was around. And this is kind of like, Tracy, if you're still in the house, there was like a microphone sent to me in a spirit that I forgot to tell you about. And it's about like getting yourself out there and telling your story. Okay. So Tracy, if you happen to see this later, or if you're still in the house, I got to send that to Tracy before I go. And then Becca, yes, we call each other weirdos because we have a sixth sense of humor, dark side of the moon. Yeah. There was camaraderie and kinship within that. And so he actually felt like, you know, you're special because you're willing to have that sense of humor and open mind, and you're good with people. So if you can understand that, Becca, you're good with people and continue to pursue things where you're able to help people and not just be behind a desk or not just be isolated, be around people within your job. So I'm going to say that, and I'm going to say thank you for everybody coming on, and everyone was
Yeah.
being very sweet to Debbie and myself. We got a lot
Yes.
of really gorgeous comments. Thank you,
Yeah.
Courtney. Let's see who was in here. Is there anyone you want to say thank you to before we leave?
I think it
Becca
was
was
Courtney, Stacia, Karen. Yeah. And he was like acknowledging her t-shirt. Like he's the kind of guy that would give his t-shirt off his back. And I feel like she has his t-shirt and it's red. I feel like the old school red and it's a little orange. And so I feel like healing, you know, that sacral chakra, that root chakra. I feel like the passion, that creativity, he's definitely bringing and holding space and holding down the fort. So all of you that popped in here, 123 Green Eyes, 1976. That's what's up. Brittany, Marie, Andrea, thank you for being here. And, you know, I love green eyes. I used to have contacts back in the day that were green eyes. I used to be that girl. Karen, Becca, Maggie, Leah, thank you for being here. Courtney, Tracy. So all of you guys from even 3 a.m. and Derek Akar's page showing up strong, and those that are around the world, thank you so kindly. If you don't have Instagram, that's where we're going to be. You can set it up. It's up to you. But we're going to be back here on Wednesday at 11 and at 7 p.m. So every Wednesday, I'm a host on Transcend with Debbie and on Derek Akar's page at Things Network, Sacred Spiral, and YouTube. So this was a little glimpse. If you want a personal on Zoom, you can click on the link and it'll take you straight to the Zoom for us, and it's just donations. So me and Callie will be holding space, mediumship, psychic readings, energy work, numerology, you name it, we will hold space in what comes forward.
She's acknowledging that she has this t-shirt, so she's validating what you said, Debbie.
Yeah. Oh, so much love to you guys. Have a beautiful Father's Day weekend wherever you are in the world, and we pause for the fathers in spirit, and for the ones that are here living, we give love to them. And those that are stepping in as a mother, a father role, much love to all of you as well. So take care. See you next time. God bless.
God bless. Thank you, everybody. See you next week.
Bye.